Dak Prescott owns the Giants and probably going to continue. But hey, maybe his fortunes are changing. Let's go, though. Week 4 Thursday Night Football preview. Yeah, shouldn't be great, but hey, maybe something different's going to happen. You never know. And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the NFL. Of course, please like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the Week 4 Thursday Night Football preview. Of course, in under 3 hours, we will be seeing a catastrophe of a football game going on because, I mean, that's usually what happens with this. Either way, though, the Dallas Cowboys, who are then playing like ass over the past 2 weeks, of course, following in back-to-back games. Again, their first losing record through the first 3 weeks, of course, since COVID. So, yeah, not great in Cowboy Paradise Land or whatever you want to call it. Other side, though, the Giants, well, yeah, they looked even worse because, I mean, they're the Giants. Everyone basically thought they sucked. But, hey, they went to Cleveland last week and, yeah, did what the Cowboys did, too. They got a big win. So, hey, maybe they're actually decent. Of course, they got their best receiver since Odell, who you'll be seeing at the end of the video because, I mean, I had to put that highlighting, guys. Like, obviously, it's the greatest catch ever. But you'll see that, obviously, in the outro. But, of course, they have the best player since, honestly, best player since OBJ. Obviously, that being Malik Neighbors, who has gone off the past 2 weeks for over 10, well, I don't even know. Whatever, he was crazy last week, and he looks awesome in the Giants. But, of course, the Cowboys have absolutely dominated the Giants again for a long time at this point. I think Dak's won like 13, something ridiculous like that, straight games against them. They blow them out like every single time. The only time they actually did beat the Cowboys was when Dak wasn't their quarterback back in Week 17, if I'm not mistaken, from a couple of years ago. 23-19 was the final score in that one. But last year, of course, in the opener, the Cowboys went to MetLife and put up a 40-0 win. So, yeah, that game was awful. Probably going to be a similar game in this one, to be completely honest with you guys. But, hey, both these teams really need this one pretty badly for different reasons. I mean, the Giants just don't want to, you know, they got to get a big one against their rival, not the Cowboys on the other hand. Well, yeah, their run defense is Swiss cheese, so they kind of got to figure that one out. Either way, though, $8.15 on Amazon Prime Video. So, yeah, there's like 8 different things. It's in 4K. So, yeah, there's a lot of different things, ways to watch this as well. Now it's just got Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, and Kaylee Hartung. The weather for it, of course, in East Rutherford, where, of course, MetLife Stadium is located. It's supposed to be not too awful, 74 degrees, 5-mile-per-hour winds, partly cloudy. Or mostly, I don't even know. It's nighttime for this, obviously. So, that's all I got there for the weather. And for the Cowboys, of course, Dak Tech quarterback, Rico Dowdle, Zeke Elliott in the backfield. Receiving-wise, you're going to need a lot more out of CeeDee Lamb from what you saw last week. He completely fell apart, really emotionally, to be honest with you, because he was, like, completely out of the game by, like, the end of the first quarter. Brandon Cooks, Jalen Tolbert did something. I mean, Brandon Cooks hasn't done anything this year, guys. Like, these numbers are just pitiful. Like, they're not good at all. Hunter Lubick, honestly looked like the most aggressive guy in this offense, which is kind of sad. Jake Ferguson has had a pretty decent week, though. Luke Schoonmaker, I mean, he's out there. O-line, Tyler Guy hasn't played great so far this year, but we'll kind of work with it. The rest of the O-line looks pretty darn good, though. Defensively, DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons, obviously, they're not happy with how this group's played so far, but the interior has been terrible. Also, Diggy was kind of struggled this year, and Mozzie Smith is awful. Linebackers have really struggled to, again, maintain gaps, as well as the fact that the secondary doesn't have anyone who could tackle for their life, especially Trayvon Diggs. I had to say it, guys, as well as Malik Hooker. This whole secondary is just, they've not been very good when it comes to stopping the run, but, I mean, they've been okay in coverage. Brandon Aubrey, obviously, is the guy who can kick the ball a mile, and you got Brian Anger as well as Kevontae Turpin, of course, did take a political kickback a couple weeks ago for a touchdown, or it was a punt, whatever. Trent Sieg is their long snapper as well. For the Giants, where are they? There we go. Danny Dimes, quarterback. I don't think he's really bounced back through just a couple of bad games. Straight up average is actually pretty good in terms of QBR. Drew Lock obviously is his backup. Devin Singletary, Tyron Tracy Jr. in the backfield. Malik Neighbors has been going off. He's 5th in the NFL in receiving yards, tied for 1st in touchdowns, 2nd in receptions, at least so far this year. Again, it's like 3 weeks, so who cares? Warren Robinson's also there. Darius Slayton is questionable, so probably a lot of Jalen Hyatt, my guess, there. Theo Johnson taking over starting tight end role. Chris Manners is his backup. O-line is healthy. They looked okay last week, which is a lot better than what we saw the first couple of weeks. Raheem Nunez-Roches, Dexter Lawrence, Elijah Chapman. I don't know who the heck this guy is, but he looked like he was shot out of a cannon last week. Holy crap. He was like really good last week. Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari lead a very good edge rushing group. Of course, Micah McFadden and Bobby Okereke, a linebacker. Secondaries, of course, looked really good so far. Isaiah Simmons will probably start in the slot, of course, with Drew Phillips and Adoree Jackson, two guys who are basically just depth guys in a lot of ways. Drew Phillips has actually been really good as a starter, though. So outside of him, both those guys are both out. Of course, you got Nick McLeod starting there on the left side. Obviously, Tyler Newbin and Jason Pinnock are their safeties. Greg Joseph, still their kicker, of course, with Graham Gano being placed on IR after the debacle that happened in week 2. Jamie Gillen, the hammer, of course, the Scottish hammer, my bad, at punter. Amir Smith Marset, he took actually last year, week 10, I think it was like an 87-yard punt return touchdown, so watch out for that, as well as Casey Crowder at long snapper. Either way, though, for who I think is going to win this one, I'm going to go with the Cowboys, because, I mean, I really don't know how they wouldn't win this one. Maybe the Giants pull off a big upset, but I'm just going to pick the Cowboys, because honestly, I think that's what's going to happen. But I think they're going to win this one 28-20. Same score as Thanksgiving a couple years ago. But yeah, that'll do it for this week 4 Thursday Night Pro Bowl preview. Final prediction: Cowboys win this one 28-20. I think the Giants put up somewhat of a fight, but the Cowboys are just a better team in my opinion. So yeah, they won another one against the Giants, and yeah, hope this game doesn't suck. And yeah, here's the best play, maybe the best catch in NFL history, giving some Giants fans some hope for this one.
Play action, and Manning's gonna heave one. There's a flag. Beckham one-handed catch. How in the world?
Oh my goodness.
And Brandon Carr was back there. I mean, he is insane. How do you make that catch?
Oh my goodness. This is sick. Put this to music. I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.